Hello everyone, this is Healthy Options with Maureen. Today we'll be making okra soup. This is very popular in West Africa. I'll be making the Nigerian style okra soup today. The good thing about okra is that it's rich in fiber. In fact, if you're suffering from constipation and you want a good fix, okra soup will just do that for you. Come with us as we make this. I know for sure you will like this. Please, if you've not subscribed, don't forget to do so by hitting on the subscribe button. Thank you. So for our okra soup, we'll be needing some meat. In this case, I'm using mutton. We need a little bit of stockfish, onions, dry pepper, salt, and some water to cook our meat in. So we'll be throwing all this into a pot so that the meat starts cooking and the stockfish starts tenderizing as well. So we have the meat in the pot. And then we'll be adding the onions, chili powder, then the stockfish, and we'll be adding a bit of water. So I'm going to place this on heat and we're going to start cooking. Then I'll come back and introduce the other ingredients while this gets cooked. So I've been able to put together the remaining ingredients we need for the okra soup while the meat was cooking. And we'll be needing some chopped okra, green vegetables. You can use ugu or spinach or whatsoever that works for you. We need some okra. This is also known as dried locust beans. It tastes great in the okra soup. Some chopped onions, already cleaned dry fish, palm oil or red oil, crayfish, some peppers. I'm using Scotch bonnet peppers in this case. Some ogbono. This is completely optional depending on what you want. If I'm cooking with a bit of vegetable, I like to add ogbono. If I'm making strictly okra, I don't bother adding ogbono. So just a little bit of ogbono, or you can completely omit this. We need some salt, and I'll be needing water to blend some of these ingredients in before we start cooking. So into our blender goes some water. Then the okra goes in, the crayfish goes in as well, and the peppers. So I'm going to cover this and we'll start blending. So that's perfect, and now we'll be proceeding to the next step. So now into our ogbono, I'll be adding a bit of red oil from the one we are actually supposed to cook with. And I'm going to mix this up to give me a paste. This way it will be able to dissolve easily once you add it into your stock. So I'm going to be adding this onto the meat that has already been cooked so that it can dissolve, and we'll proceed cooking. So that's what our mutton looks like with the stockfish. It's cooked now, and we'll start adding on the other ingredients that we need for this soup. So the ogbono goes in combination with the oil, of course, and I'll be giving this a stir. Then right now I'll be adding our oil as well. So I'll just let this boil and thicken a bit, then we'll come in and start adding the other ingredients. We've gotten into the consistency we are looking for. So now I'll be adding on the blend of the crayfish pepper and the fermented locust beans, otherwise known as okra. So that goes in, and I'll be giving it a stir. So I'm going to let this cook for a couple of minutes. Meanwhile, we'll be adding on our onions now. So I'll cover this, let it boil for a couple of minutes, then we'll introduce the other ingredients. So as soon as it starts boiling, I'll be adding on my dried fish. So I'll give this a stir. I'll still cover, let it boil for a couple of minutes, probably 2 or 3 minutes. Then I'll add on the other ingredients. So that's what it looks like after a couple of minutes. I'll be adding on the vegetables now, the green vegetables, giving this a stir. And the last thing that will be going in is of course the star of the dish, and that's your okra. So the okra goes in. Plus we'll give that a stir as well. So that's what our okra looks like at this stage. I'm just going to let it cook through. Then I'll come back and show you how I like to eat my okra soup. So that's how I would like to have my okra soup with some dawa fufu, also known as sorghum fufu. You can have this with whatsoever fufu works for you. I hope you give this recipe a go and let us know what your take is on it. Please, if you've not subscribed, don't forget to do so by hitting on the subscribe button. Thank you.